What we have here is the Star Wars Episode 9 Return of the Jedi Princess Leia, a Wicket set from Hot Toys that just arrived a few days ago, and we're going to have some fun with it. Hello folks, Denobi2 here. Thank you for joining me once again on another visual tour. This is cool. This is going to be a very cool unboxing. This was a day one pre-order. I was blown away by this. This will be my second Princess Leia. I do have the Hoth Princess Leia. I never did an unboxing on it. I ended up getting her late in the game, and most fans decided if they were going to keep her or not. Definitely worth it. I like Carrie Fisher. I like Carrie Fisher from the classic trilogy. I don't know about Mary Poppins Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, where she's flying through space. I'm not feeling that, but I am definitely a big fan of the classic trilogy portrayal of Princess Leia. Box is a standard issue Black Series. It does have that Hasbro Black Series feel to it. It's all black. There's a little photo label on there, which is really, really cool. I actually do like the photo setup. They really do make them come alive. And let's get to the unboxing. Love the full color photos. Really do. Takes you right back to the forest moon of Endor. I like this shot as he's eating his little booger. I point out to the Stormtrooper helmet because that's the first thing that jumps out at me as, you know, when I do the unboxing. Like, what's the first thing that jumps out? And it's definitely that Stormtrooper helmet. The Endor poncho, I'm going to be removing that. Let's take a look at the accessories. Pop this out here. And I hope we get more. I hope we get more characters from Return of the Jedi. I really, really do. I'd like to get Han Solo in the camo fatigues of Endor. That'd be kind of cool. I'd get that. I don't have a Han Solo in my collection yet in 1/6 scale. I don't. I mean, I'm looking over. No. Well, I have him in carbonite, if that counts. So technically, I do have Han Solo in carbonite. I like this stitching. This is neat. Like the paint application, the weather and camo effect on this poncho. At this point of the unboxing, I really was not going to display Princess Leia with the poncho, but in the end, I'll put the poncho on because the whole idea of this setup is Princess Leia meeting Wicket for the very first time, and she does have the helmet on and she does have the poncho on. So even though I think she looks better without the poncho, I'm gonna end up portraying it with it. The four little hairy hands here, well, two pairs of hand, little all the joke. Yes, the hairy palms. I can only imagine what Wicket does on his spare time. It's very I don't want to use the word creepy. That's kind of hard. It's very surreal, just having the little hairy hands on there. The Stormtrooper helmet, the weathering effect, is impressive. I didn't know. I don't own any of the classic Stormtroopers in 1/6, and I didn't know that Hot Toys added this amount of detail inside the helmet. Maybe it's just this one. I don't know if existing Stormtroopers have that amount of detail, or if they can remove it, but that there to me is a game changer. And the fact that I can look underneath the helmet and I'm like, oh, there's electronics and gizmos, and the weather and the paint effect, it's top notch. Very, very top notch. The Death Star Trooper helmet is not, to me, in my opinion, is not as detailed. It does have a little bit of weathering effect to it, little shiny feels it, but underneath the helmet, it's pretty bland. So the Stormtrooper helmet is definitely the icing in the cake. And these are the exclusives. This is the reward if you decided to buy Princess Leia and Wicket set. I know there was a little bit of debate whether or not folks wanted to get another Princess Leia, but I just got them both. I didn't want to deal with it. I like bonus stuff. Looking at the sphere here, look at that. Look at the detail on that thing. See, this is the thing with Hot Toys. When they give you accessories, they really, really do go all out. Love it. I will have my little Wicket with the hole in the sphere. First impressions, grabbing this little guy, I thought it would be lighter. For some reason, in my head, I pictured a beanie I'm not kidding. It's like, oh, it's probably just a beanie. They added some pelts, but no, there's weight to it. There's articulation to it. Those are little booties for his feet. They're on it. I am really, really blown away by the detail that Hot Toys. I wasn't expecting this, like the hidden articulation in the joints there. You can see. I don't know. I was like, oh, was not expecting that. Again, I guess I had my expectations low. I really was expecting something similar to a beanie where it would be filled with little plastic beads, and maybe the head would turn, maybe 6 points of articulation. I just was not expecting it. I would speculate without looking at the instruction cards. There's probably 15, 16 points of articulation. Just the ankle, the knee, the upper thigh. His hand has probably 3 points of articulation that I can count. His head turns. It's an incredible little guy there. And then the close up on the face. I'm gonna pull off his little sleeve here, and you can kind of see the weathering, or I guess the paint or the stitching. Because you can see how the two tones of the fur blend in together. That's incredible. That is incredible. Oh, look, you can even see the little zipper in the back. Oh, that's awesome. That's where Warwick Davis probably unzips his suit. I mean, come on, you can't get that type of level of detail. You definitely know the real costume had that zipper right there, blended in with the fur. little Warwick Davis would cry and complain. Yes, I am playing with my little Ewok. He's adorable. Yes. When you get your own Ewok, you'll find yourself playing with it. All right. Enough of these shenanigans. Let's get to Princess Leia. Is she a princess in this? I'm gonna get crap for this, ain't I? Is she Commander Leia when she's on the Forest Moon? I don't remember. I want to say she still has her princess status. Shoot, I'm gonna have to look. Blaster, very. Again, there's not much paint application that's needed, but as far as the detail, I mean, 1/6 scale, it's there. Even the helmet. I'm gonna say something. The helmet. I didn't know the top helmet was a fabric. I always thought that the top helmet when they were on the Forest Moon was more of a hard plastic, but that's one of the cool things with Hot Toys is that they really go off of the original blueprints and schematics, and that's a cloth. That's a fabric, and which kind of makes sense if you're in a forest humid moon. You'd want to have something on top of your head that would breathe. But that helmet was really cool. I was blown away by that. I was like, oh, that's awesome. All we need is a speeder bike. Beautiful Carrie Fisher. I gotta say, they really do capture her likeness very, very well. The paint application, the paint schemes, the lipstick, her eyes, her innocent eyes. They really, really do a good job on this. They really do. They even have it. You can kind of see from certain angles. Pop this out here so I can remove the protective paper from the fabric staining. This is common, part of the game. Sometimes the uniform, the dyes may leak into the body, and throughout the years may stain. So it's just part of the game. Move this plastic. Get this out of here. And I like I was looking at the boots, just the detail. I would imagine it'd be a pain in the butt to get these things on and off. This is permanent. I would assume a lot of the costume components with this figure, it is permanent. This is a permanent stitching. And it's, now that I look at the costume in greater detail here, you see her rank and her pips. It's not much there. It is really just more of a fatigue reconnaissance outfit, and she's trying to dismantle the shield generator. And it's has that 80s feel to it, that 80s retro feel to it. It's beautiful. It really is. I'm liking it. Really, I'm liking it. Yeah, beautiful. And have Wicket at her side. She's there ready to blast. I don't like that exposed articulated joint from that plastic body right there. You can kind of see that. But again, I think that's one of the reasons why I decided to just keep the poncho on. I didn't like that. I like the way that she can hold her gun facing and she's protecting her little bud Wicket. But that I'm really gonna have the poncho cover that. Little toothbrush there, a little secret when you're dealing with fur. Always have an old toothbrush there. Help remove some of the lint, adjust the fur, and have little Wicket here holding Leia's helmet. And yeah, eyes kind of look a little bit crisscross there. Maybe it's just from the angle. Let's go ahead and change that up. Still very pretty, very pretty. What else is in the accessories? 2 pairs of hands, 2 pairs of Wicket hands. A little tiny Casio wristwatch. Maybe that's an iWatch. Of course, little Casio little wristwatch. Let's get this on Leia. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna add this on there. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and see Return of the Jedi because I don't remember Leia having a little Casio wristwatch. Put the blaster on there. What else we got? Oh yeah, the little drumsticks for Wicket. That's cool. That's skull. I mean, that's incredible. The way that the paint illusion makes it seem that the strings are wrapped and it's molded plastic. That's cool. I love that they gave you parts of the Forest Moon of Endor. I'm excited for this. I really do. I love dioramas. I love accessories like this that help bring the illusion. I love this. I really do. And they didn't. They did not go cheap with this. You can see the paint, the sculpt, the molding. And this is one of the cool things too, is that with the 3 pieces, because if you bought Leia separately, you'd get 2 of the pieces, and then Wicket would get the 1. But the fact that you have both of them together, you can kind of create your own little miniature forest. It's a shame I live out in the desert. I'd love to get like twigs and sticks and kind of create my little forest diorama and have Wicket with C-3PO and R2-D2 steal a speeder bike and go off on a chase. Beautiful plaque, Princess Leia. Oh, Princess Leia. So maybe she is still a princess. Maybe she didn't give up her ranking. So we'll go off of that. She is considered still Princess Leia, not Commander Leia. Star Wars Wicket, TM, trademark. Let's get this going. I like how with Wicket they gave him a waist grabber because he's just short and plumpy, and then Leia they gave her like the crotch rocket, the crotch hook to grab her in the bed. But when it came to Wicket, it's like we're just gonna wrap him around his waist. This is one of the ways you can set up the diorama. You don't have to. I mean, if you look at the instructions, it'll show you that. But I kind of like this setup. You could also put the little forest pieces in the back, but to me they don't look as good. So I'm definitely going to have my little forest pieces positioned in the front because I like that. It looks really cool. Let's swap out one of Wicket's hands here because he's going to be holding his little sphere, and you can kind of see the fur, how it's blended in. Just wanted to show it to you, and it's just a little tiny peg. It's not that difficult. Yup. I got the poncho with the little wire bendies in there. You can kind of position it. I like it. I really do. I wish I can take some photos out in the real forest, out in the California redwood. That mold, that's a clever design. The fact that her wig pops up and that way you can kind of slip in her Endor helmet is very clever. Very clever. I like how they did that. I want to say they use the same technology or technique for Luke, for the Endor Luke, which I do not have. I have Return of the Jedi Luke. That's fine. I'd like to get more from the family of Return of the Jedi. I'd love to get Han Solo in the Endor camo fatigue. And then I know Sideshow's releasing Lando Calrissian in Skiff Car, but that's not Hot Toys. It's not Hot Toys brand. So I'm gonna making this video. I want Hot Toys to see that me, myself, I am supporting this. I would love to see more of the vintage classic Star Wars trilogy. I'm not feeling any of that prequel, sequel jargon with Rey, Finn, and the gang. Ew. Spit on that nonsense. I want more of this wholesome, what I grew up with as a kid. I'll take some of the prequels, though. If you want to sprinkle some of that prequel goodness, too, like Anakin and Obi-Wan, and, you know, from the prequels, and give me a couple battle droids. I dig it. Give me some battle droids, and a Geonosian. Give me a Geonosian warrior 1/6 scale. That'd be cool. That'd be real cool.